Imagine a political storm reshaping Britain right before our eyes. A rising force led by Nigel Farage is no longer just a protest movement. It is now winning council seats, taking control in local elections, and threatening the dominance of both Labour and the Conservatives. This isn't just politics as usual. It could be the beginning of a fundamental shift in the balance of power across the United Kingdom. This week, Reform UK secured 3 more by-election victories, expanding its presence and dealing heavy blows to the 2 main parties. Since May, Farage's party has made steady gains, and on Thursday the Conservatives lost control of Surrey County Council, a place once considered a Tory stronghold. But who suffered most? In Addlestone, Labour collapsed, finishing last with just over 8% of the vote. Reform surged ahead, now holding 32 councils, putting them ahead of the Liberal Democrats with 25, the Conservatives with only 11, and Labour with 10. For decades, British politics has revolved around 2 dominant forces, but could we be watching the rise of a third challenger strong enough to upend that tradition? Now, I want to pause here and ask you, our viewers at England Now 7, do you believe Reform UK has what it takes to overtake Labour and the Conservatives? Could Nigel Farage's movement really become Britain's next major opposition? Let us know in the comments. Your voice matters, and your support helps us bring you more of these in-depth reports. Let's take a closer look at the results. In Bentley Ward, Reform's candidate Isaiah John Riesbeck won almost 44% of the vote, pushing Labour into second place with 37%, while the Conservatives slumped to just 5%. In Cranford, London, Labour held on but saw its vote share collapse by more than 12 points, while Reform broke through with over 17%. In Addlestone, the shock was even greater. The Conservatives lost nearly 26 points, Labour fell by more than 10, and Reform stormed ahead with 34% to become the clear winner. Across these contests, the same story repeats. The old guard are losing ground, while Farage's party is surging. Even in Scotland, Reform is making inroads. Labour's Julianne McHale held her seat with 41.9%, but Reform came in third with over 22%, comfortably beating the Conservatives, who were left with just 4.6%. Think about that. A new party, less than a decade old, now outperforming one of Britain's oldest political institutions in multiple areas of the UK. In Abermawr, Wales, Reform scored 17.7% in a crowded field, once again showing its ability to attract voters who feel abandoned by the main parties. And across several councils, from Surrey to London suburbs, Reform repeatedly peeled votes away from both the Tories and Labour, while the Liberal Democrats managed to make some modest gains. What does this all mean? It means British politics may no longer be a 2-horse race. Reform UK is not only rising in the polls, but is also proving it can translate that popularity into real seats, real councils, and real power. If this trend continues, the next general election could be unlike anything we've seen in decades. So here's another question for you. If a general election were held today, would you cast your vote for Reform UK, or would you stay loyal to Labour, the Conservatives, or another party altogether? Comment below. We genuinely want to hear your perspective. As we wrap up, I want to thank you for supporting England Now 7. Your engagement, your comments, and your shares keep us going and allow us to keep delivering the stories the mainstream often overlooks. If you want us to continue bringing you these reports, don't forget to interact with this video and tell us what you think about Britain's shifting political future. Because make no mistake, something historic may be happening. Nigel Farage's Reform UK has moved from the sidelines into the spotlight, and both Labour and the Conservatives are now on notice. The question is no longer whether Reform can win, it's how far they can go. Sources: GB News, Election Maps, UK,